Welcome to Grants Portal Recipient Tiles. In this video, we will be covering the process of setting up tiles, which is the same for most tiles, whether you're setting them up in Grants Manager or Grants Portal. But we will be taking the specific focus of setting up tiles for information that is good for recipients to track. There will be two parts built into this video. In the first part, we will be setting up some tiles for the recipient acting as an applicant. And in the second part, we will be setting up tiles as the recipient tracking subrecipient information. The first thing you'll want to do is log into your Grants Portal account. To streamline this walkthrough, I have completed the step prior to you joining me today. Please note that for training purposes, I will be using Grants Portal Demo, which is a system we use to facilitate Grants Portal training. At the top of my Grants Portal Demo screen, you will see this yellow box, which is letting me know two things. One, that I am the primary grantee for my organization, and two, that I may submit requests for public assistance, known as RPAs, for any of my subrecipients. In the simplest terms, this yellow box is letting me know that I am the recipient and that I can submit RPAs for my applicants. And something that is important to know is that you may not always see this box. The reason the box is currently appearing on my profile is that I am a recipient for an active incident period. In its stead, you might find a different colored box or no box at all. When you first log into Grants Portal, it will open to this main page. From here, you can navigate either by using the search bar under Project, the search bar under Impact, or using the left side navigation pane. From here, we'll go ahead and click on Dashboard, and when Dashboard opens up, it will automatically open up to the last dashboard you were on. You'll see that mine opens up to Main, as that is the last dashboard I was on, and you'll also see that my main dashboard does not have any tiles on it. Before we go ahead and set up some tiles, let's briefly focus on the top right side of our screen, where you can see two buttons. The first one being the Share button, and the second one being a 9-tile button. When it comes to the Share button, you can use it to share any dashboard that is not your main dashboard. It's important to remember, though, that dashboards can only be shared once with each person. So before you share your dashboard, make sure that you have everything you want on your dashboard and all your tiles and widget filters are set to meet your needed search goals. The 9-tile button can be used to do a variety of things, from switching from one dashboard to another, accepting a shared dashboard, creating another dashboard, renaming a dashboard you have previously created, and even deleting a dashboard. To learn more on how to create dashboards in Grants Portal, please check out the video titled Grants Portal Creating Multiple Dashboards, which can be found on the FEMA Public Assistance YouTube page by typing in the title at the top of the video screen into your YouTube search bar. Once again, that is Grants Portal Creating Multiple Dashboards. As you can observe, I don't currently have any tiles, but we will be changing that shortly. Before we get started, let's briefly talk about what a tile is. And simply put, tiles are a shortcut to quickly get to information in Grants Portal. When you create a tile, you save a filter list that shows the total number of entries for that filtered search on your dashboard. Tiles can be used for tracking purposes and as quick navigational tools. The process to set up most tiles is the same. You enter the area you want to filter, select your exact filters, save the filter list under a name that will easily allow you to identify the information shown on the tile, and you add the tile to your dashboard. Most tiles will follow the same process regardless of the information you're trying to track. As an additional note, you can also add widgets to your dashboard. To learn more about adding widgets to a dashboard in Grants Portal, please watch the video titled Grants Portal Widget Walkthrough, which can be found on the FEMA Public Assistance YouTube page, or by searching the title shown at the top of the screen in your YouTube search bar. Part 1. Recipient Acting as an Applicant. The first tile we're going to be setting up today is Damage Inventory Not Signed. Damage Inventory is also called DI, but you may also see damages referred to as impacts in Grants Portal. We are setting up this tile as any results would mean that we are currently applicants in an event where our DI is not yet signed, but our signature is required. In order to set up this tile, we will go into the My Organization tab on the left side menu and select the Applicant Event Profiles subsection. Towards the top of the page, you will see a gray area that says Filters. Click on this area to expand our optional filters. For our status, you will want to leave that as active for PA, and for damage inventory, we're going to want to click on that drop down and search for Signature is pending and required. Go ahead and select that. And now we want to find the blue Run Query button. The search did give me 0 results, which means that none of my DIs currently need my signature. Please keep in mind that we are populating this tile for the recipient acting as an applicant. Right next to the Run Query button, there is an information area that shows with the exclamation point. If you hover over this area, you will see a pop-up window that will provide you with more information about the button or area, which in this case is information specific to the Run Query button. Since our goal is to add our current selected search field as a tile to our dashboard that can be tracked at a glance, we will want to look to the right of the information or exclamation point button where you will find a drop-down button. Go ahead and click on that and then select Save Filtered List. You will then see this pop-up window that asks what you would like to save your filter as. Please note that whatever name you add here will also be the name that shows on your tile, so we suggest that you add something easy to distinguish at a quick glance. If you have multiple disasters declared, best practice is to start the tile with the disaster number. However, since we're currently setting up tiles for the recipient acting as an applicant, no disaster number is needed. We will name this tile DI-not signed. Below the name area, there are 2 options that can be clicked. The first one talks about columns being included, and the second one talks about quick search being included. If you added and removed columns for this filtered search and would like your tile to save your specific column selections, make sure to select the Include Columns box. We did not do so, so I will leave that area as is. If you searched within the table using the Quick Search option, and you would like your table to show that result every time you open your tile and reflect it on the face of your tile, please make sure to select Include Quick Search, which we did not do, so I will leave that selection as is as well. We will now click on the green Save button, which saves our filtered search, and in order to save our tile to our dashboard, we have 1 step left. Please direct your attention to the top right side of our screen where 2 stars can be observed. 1 big star outside of the gray area, and 1 smaller star in line with the Run Query button and the drop-down button we just used. In order to add this specific Save Search list to our dashboard as a tile, we will click on the second smaller star. This will provide us with a new pop-up window asking what dashboard we want to add our tile to. For today's example, we will simply add it to the main board, which we will do by clicking on the gray Assign To button next to that selection. You will then see the green Success button at the bottom right corner, letting you know that your requested action has been completed. Now, let's go back to our dashboard and make sure that our tile has appeared. Click on Dashboard and we're back on our main board. As you can see, we have 1 tile on our dashboard titled DI Not Signed. For the second tile we will be setting up for the recipient acting as an applicant, we will want to search for unassigned damages. What this tile will tell us is whether any of our impacts or damages have not been assigned to projects. To set up this tile, we will want to remain under the My Organization section, but we will go into the Impact subsection. We'll go ahead and expand our filtered area and set our filters. Under Projects, we want to switch that to Unassigned. And we want to leave status as active for PA. If not already selected, go ahead and select that. All other filters should be set to All or Select. Let's go ahead and click on our Run Query. Go to our drop down. Save Filtered List. We'll go ahead and rename this Unassigned DIs. Go ahead and click on our Save button. Click the little star and Assign to Main. For the last tile we will set up for part 1, we will set up a tile to search for projects pending applicant DDD review. DDD stands for Damage, Description, and Dimensions. We're setting up this tile as any results will mean that we have a DDD to review for one of our projects. Without us, the applicant, reviewing the DDD, the project cannot continue to move forward. To set up this tile, we will remain under the My Organization section, but we will go into the Projects subsection. We'll go ahead and expand our filters, and we want to go ahead and set our status to active for PA and our process step to pending applicant DDD approval. All other filters will be left as all are select, and we'll go ahead and run our query. We'll go to our drop-down, Save Filtered List. We will name this tile DDD Review. Go ahead and click Save. Click the little star and assign to our main board. Now we'll go ahead and proceed to our dashboard. As you can see, we now have 3 tiles on this dashboard, and you can pick them up and drag them to rearrange however you would like them to show on your dashboard. Part 2. Recipient Tracking, Subrecipient Information. We will now go ahead and quickly create a new dashboard so we can keep our tiles for recipient acting as an applicant and recipient tracking subrecipient information separate. In order to set up our new dashboard, I will go ahead and click on this non-tile button, click on the green Add Board button, and in this pop-up, enter the name for our dashboard, 4437MT, to signify that this board is for a Montana disaster with the number 4437. Go ahead and click on our Add button. And as you will see, my Grants Portal account has now auto-opened the new dashboard for me, which lets me know with this blue box that there are currently no tiles on my board. Let's change that. In order to create tiles tracking subrecipient information, we will not go into the same section as earlier, so we won't continue building out tiles from the My Organization section. Instead, we will go ahead and look for the Subrecipient Organization section on the left side menu and go ahead and expand that. You will see that the subsections in this area mirror the titles that we saw under the My Organization section. We can observe profiles, personnel, applicant event profiles, exploratory calls, recovery scoping meetings, impacts, work order request, work orders, and projects. For our first tile, we will make a tile for any 4437 requests for public assistance, or RPAs, that are active for PA and are pending recipient review. This will populate a tile for us to track if any of these RPAs require action from us, the recipient. We're already in our subrecipient organization section, so we'll go ahead and look for our applicant event profile subsection. Click on that, and we'll expand our filters area at the top and go ahead and set our filters. So we are looking for 4437 RPAs, active for PA, and pending recipient review. So for event, we'll go ahead and scroll till we find our disaster, 4437. For our status, we'll go ahead and set that to active for PA. And for our process step, you can either scroll down and search for your option or type it in. What we are looking for is pending recipient review. So we'll select that and we'll run our query. We'll hit our drop down, Save Filter List. We will be naming this tile 4437 RPA pending review. Hit our save and go ahead and select our little star and send it to our 4437 MT board. For our second tile, we will go into a different subsection. This time we'll go ahead and go into impacts, and we'll open up our filters. We will be setting a tile for any damages or impact line items that have not yet been assigned to projects. This tile will be one that gives us a quick visibility, but is not something that requires immediate action from us. To go ahead and set up this tile, we'll go into our events area, Scroll to 4437, go into Projects, select Unassigned, and then under Status, we want to go ahead and switch that to Active for PA. Run our query, select our dropdown, Save Filter List. We are naming this tile 4437, Impacts Unassigned. Hit Save, little star, 4437MT, and we have now set up our second tile. And for the third and last tile that we will be populating for the recipient tracking subrecipient information, we will be staying in the Impacts subsection. For this tile, we're going to set one up that tracks any site inspections that are required but unscheduled. As the recipient, you might want to know this information so you can better assess how the disaster recovery effort is progressing. For this tile, we'll want to set our event to 4437, which is already set. We'll want to remove unassigned from projects, set that to all. Keep status as active for PA. Go to SI status filter and look for required and unscheduled. Now let's go click run query, our dropdown, save filter list. We will name this tile 4437 SI required, not scheduled. Go ahead and click save. Select our little star and assign to 4437MT. Now we have all three tiles set up, so we can go ahead and click on our dashboard to make sure all our tiles have been sent to the correct place. As you can see, we do have 3 tiles on this board at this point, and we'll go ahead and rearrange those tiles. Please see the following list for some suggested tiles that you can set up to track pertinent subrecipient information. Please note that this list is not all-inclusive. As a result, not all tiles that can be created under all of these sections are listed. There are many more tiles, and which tiles you create will really depend on what information you want to track. Some suggested tiles under the subrecipient organizations section include, in the applicant event profile subsection, recipient region and/or recipient POC, pending recipient RPA review, eligible applicants, withdrawn applicants, DI not signed and required, applicants pending PDMG assignment. In the project subsection, pending recipient application review, pending recipient final review, pending closeout award. Some suggested tiles under the subrecipient task section, in the RFI subsection, pending recipient verification. In the determination memo subsection, all subrecipient determination memos. As a last note on suggested tiles, you can either make a tile for each process step to see how things are progressing during the disaster recovery effort, or this is the perfect opportunity to utilize widgets. Please check out the video on the FEMA Public Assistance YouTube page titled Grants Portal Widget Walkthrough that I mentioned earlier in this video.
Now we have some closing information for you. To report corruption, waste, fraud, abuse, mismanagement, and/or misconduct, contact the Department of Homeland Security, Office of Inspector General, by phone at 1-800-323-8603 or via the mailing address listed on the screen now. Procurement requirements are among the most complicated parts of the PA grant process, and noncompliance can result in de-obligation of funding. Please make sure that you are following FEMA's procurement guidance for recipients and subrecipients. Federal requirements for procurement and contracting are described in 2 CFR Part 200. The Procurement Disaster Assistance Team, or PDAT, offers some training and tools on their website at www.fema.gov/grants/procurement. For technical assistance with Grants Portal or Grants Manager, You can call the PA Grants Portal Grants Manager hotline at 866-337-8448. National hours of operation are 8 a.m. through 6 p.m. Eastern Time, Monday through Friday. The hotline can also be reached by email at FEMA-recovery-pa-grants@fema.dhs.gov. We have many other recorded webinars and tutorial videos available on our YouTube channel. You can find them by searching for FEMA Grants Portal on YouTube or by navigating to the Support Center in Grants Portal or Grants Manager. Thank you for watching.